Good afternoon, and welcome to Blind Builds. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be covering Air Raid and Over-Aid, the two airport robots from the Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise series. Over-Aid is the Amazon exclusive from the Bottropolis rescue mission, and Air Raid here is the mainline release. So today we're going to talk about both of these guys and explain to you how to disassemble and reassemble them into their two different modes. So today I'll be assembling Air Raid here into his airport mode, and I will be assembling Over-Aid into the moving airport fortress land aircraft carrier thingamajig. It's kind of neat, but it's also kind of wild. So we're going to do that today, and I apologize for this being a Thursday video. I know most of you expect the blind builds or the blind formers videos to show up on Wednesdays, but Tuesday's videos got just scrapped. That was Tuesday's video I did not like, so I ended up taking it down and re-recording everything, and so we're just doing it this. And yesterday I recorded an entire video on this, but I did not like how long it was. So we're going to do it all again, and today we're going to do it within time. So that's enough of me wasting time by telling you everything about this and explaining how we're going to stay in time, but still wasting time. So first off, what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and take Over-Aid, and we're going to set Over-Aid off over here to the side so he doesn't get in the way. We're going to work on Air Raid right now, and how do I tell the difference between Over-Aid and Air Raid right now? Well, Air Raid's got this little pistol thing in his hand. Yeah, he's got a little pistol. His arm fell off. Well, that's all right, because we need his arm to fall off. So let's go ahead and remove his little pistol. And we're going to set the little pistol off over here to the side. And now his arm is all sorts of discombobulated. So I'm going to go ahead and fold down the section. Actually, you can kind of fold it like that, too. Hey, neat. That's kind of a cool feel to it. So what you're going to do is go ahead and take this arm, the arm that has the right arm, the one with the hand, and go ahead and connect all those pieces together. And that will snap together to make a nice flat plane. That's it. That's all we're going to, pardon me. That's all we're going to do with this guy. So we're going to set that off to the side. Next, we're going to remove the right arm. That was the left arm. Now we're removing the right arm. The right arm has the control tower with the tower bit on it as the gun hand. So we'll set that off to the side there. And now we've got this piece here. We're just going to line it up. Oh, there's that other piece of the control tower on the shoulder. Go ahead and remove that and set it off to the side as well. Now just set this off to the side next to the other arm. Where did I put the other arm? There's the other arm. No, wait, that's a... Where did I put that other arm? There it is. Okay, so we're going to set the two arms right there next to each other. Next step, going to go ahead and take the top off the robot. Take off the top of his body, remove him from the waist. And then go ahead and spin his head 180 degrees. It is a little difficult. Be aware there's some tight constraints there, but you can do it. And then you fold it forwards, and you will get a siege port sticking up at the top. Excellent. Now we're going to set this one off over here to the side. There we go. Next step is we're going to remove the legs from the waist at the knee. Okay? We've got these removed, and now we've left with a waist section and two legs. Next step is we're going to set the waist section over here with everything else we've disassembled, and now we're going to start disassembling the legs. Now, to do this, what you want to do here is you want to put both of your thumbs, hold it in two hands, and put both of your thumbs in this negative hollow section on the back of the leg, where that siege port is sticking above the foot, and you just want to pull apart. Now, to pull apart, make sure you're pulling more on the side that has the airlock. The side that the road pattern goes all the way to the ground is not the side you want. Make sure I'm getting that evened out. Yeah, that's not the side you want. If you pull from that side, you may break something. So don't do that. Pull the other side. So you just want to stabilize with one hand, and then you want to try to pull it out with the other. There it goes. It's tight. I'll let you know that right now. It's a tight fit. But you can get it out, and then you just pull all that stuff up, and you get this long runway. And we're going to set that runway down. Excellent. Next leg. So find the airlock, pull it from the airlock side so you don't break anything, and then straighten it all out so that road runs from the bottom of the foot all the way to that airlock. system. The airlock system being that system that they developed in Siege to connect pieces together. It's got that male and the female connector points. It's all right. So that is everything disassembled. There's no more transformer here. Now let's start building. First off, what we want to do, and now you can do this in a few ways. You can either come here and attach both of these airlocks together, and you would get something that ends in pretty neat little ways. But I don't think that's how you're actually supposed to do it. But that is a way you can do it if you want to. The way you're supposed to do it is by attaching the feet together. And how we accomplish that is we find where we put the waist. Okay, first we also need the upper body, the core upper body. And where did I put that waist? Aha, here's the waist with the two treads that make the bottom of the legs. There's these two pegs. Go ahead and pick both of those pegs up on their lists. Okay. Now we're going to fold those down. Just make sure it's all even. It's gonna have to sit flush on the ground. Okay. So just make sure it can be flush, and then it'll roll if it tries to be flush. There we go. All right. So what we do here is we are going to either you can choose to do it two ways. One, you can attach it with the two studs on the bottom by using the this middle section where the head comes out and the arms connect to. They have two studs on the bottom where you can not studs, two siege ports where you can plug these knee joints in, the knee port, the pegs from the tread, and that's one way you can do it. But you can also move these treads down, move these two ports down, and then you feel on this guy until you find these two pegs that were on either side of the head, and we're going to feel. You don't want to put these two, let me get my words straight. We are trying to make sure that this looks like an airport. So the two bits that are the front of the robot mode aren't going to work here. We're going to spin it around to the back end where we've got all these vertical patterns. And that is actually going to be the airport. So we're going to put, now when we do that, you'll feel that there's a peg on either side of where the head folded up, and then there's a peg hole on these treads that became the waist. So we're just going to plug each of these pegs in to each of their locations. Move that piece around. There we go. Now we've got this thing built. Cool. Excellent. All right. Next step is we want to find these little roads, and we're going to have to make sure they're stabilized a bit. So first what we're going to do is you're going to take one of the arms. Doesn't matter which one really, but there's a siege port in this so there is a section of road that has a little tread underneath it, and then there's a section of road that has the foot attached to it, but then there's this section in the middle that can fold, and that has nothing under it. It's like a little bridge. What we're going to do here is we're going to attach one of the pegs from the hand, from the arm, into that area, and all it's going to do is just help stabilize it. That's it. And it's simply its job is to stabilize, but don't do it wrong. There's actually a correct way and a wrong way to do this, and I can never remember which one is which. That is my fault. So I think it's that way. Hey, get in there. Get in there. There you go. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so nuts. I broke something. Get in there. Oh, I see what happened there. Okay, so there was a correct way and a wrong way, and I did it the correct way first, and then I went ahead and turned it around and did it the wrong way. C'est la vie. You want to put the piece that connects to the shoulder under this road panel, and the piece that connects to the arm is actually just going to hang out and fold up to sit flush against the runway as a peg sticking up. All right, we're going to utilize that in a moment. All right. Whew, man, it's hot under these lights. So next step is we are going to connect the foot. There's that siege peg on the back of the foot we talked about in the robot mode video. And we're going to go ahead and attach that to one of those pegs sticking out from the waist that we talked about earlier. Now we're going to move to this arm, and we're going to do the same thing here again. First off, oh, nuts. I broke it. I disconnected everything. Shoot. That's not good. That's not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that at all. You weren't supposed to do that at all. All right, let's go ahead and disconnect that point, move that rode up, and now I guess I gotta impromptu explain how to fix this. So what I did here is I accidentally removed the lower arm from the upper arm. Now you feel in the lower arm, the one that has the hand, it has this moving bit that has a round little peg sticking out the top. It's got a ridge around it. Then you feel on the other arm, you'll find that there's this little bit where the shoulder moves back and forth, and there's a slit cut in there. And now we're just going to line up those things. And it may be a little difficult because both of those pieces like to move, and they like to make life very hard for you. But make sure you do it at the sideways to stop each of them from moving. And it snaps in. Hey. No. Look, we're on camera. Do it right the first time, please. Thank you. Come on. There it goes. All right. So you just want to make sure you give that thing enough pressure. Put your thumb on the back end of it so it doesn't break. You don't want to break it off at the shoulder. These guys have gotten a little pricey. So maybe not the air raid, but the over-aid has definitely gotten a little pricey. Now that we've done that, go ahead and we're going to rotate this arm around so that it sits kind of... There it goes. Yeah. We just want to make sure the arm is rotated so that that flat road panel is sticking up. And this siege port that connects to the shoulder is also sticking up. So we have siege port, rest of arm, and then the lower arm has the road panel actually sticking straight up and down. That is going to connect into the bottom of this piece here. There we go. And that road panel will almost, but not quite, sit flush. There's just a little bit of a gap, okay? Now we're done with both of those pieces. Look at that. That's going to look so nice. We're going to go ahead and attach it. That peg on the port on the underside of the foot, on the back end of the foot, is going to connect to that knee peg. So we're just going to find it with your fingers. And hey now, come on. There it goes. Get in there. It actually really is stable whenever you do all this together. Now that that's all done, it's a little rickety, but for the most part, it is a nice little runway. I think it's fun. Now we can do things with this runway, like you can take one of these MicroMaster vehicles, you can set him off on this little bit of road that sticks up. You can twist it so that he's not, he can just be like there. Yeah, he can just kind of hang out on that little road section. And then you can take these pieces. Where's the other one? There it is. Nice. So we want to take this one. There's one piece that's a... well, all of these pieces are kind of the guns. One has a hollow section, one side of it's a peg, and one side of it's a port. So we're going to find the port side of one of his two mirror guns. I call them mirror guns because they're the same. And we're going to come over here to that one peg we had sticking up. And we're going to put it there, okay? Boom! Excellent. It's going to look nice. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the other one, we're going to stack it right on top, okay? Right on top. Hey, right on top. You. Come on now. There it goes. Right on top. Excellent. Now, we take the last piece, which is the what we call the control tower. And the control tower, we're going to flip it around. Now, if you build it anywhere else, the peg will become a port, but you can build it there. Or you can take the top sections off. Nuts. I'm gonna have to. There it goes. Okay. So we can take this one piece. We can set it back over there. And then we are going to switch everything around and connect it there so that we have the port hole and then the peg at the bottom. And this is kind of like it would look if you plugged it directly into the arm slot for Air-Raid. And we can slit that on top of one of these portholes on the top of this transformer, or this airbase, airport. And we get a air control tower that has a port at the top of it. Allow you to take a little gun, like this one, and we can just set it there. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. That's air defense for you. Yeah, all right. So that's the airport. The airport's kind of neat. I like it. We're going to set the airport off to the side with that MicroMaster. And now we'll talk about building the air base thing. The airport also, oh no, I showcased that. Cool. So we can move this off to the side. We will set this down. Hopefully it doesn't break or get in the way. I don't want to lose any of these pieces. Okay. Hey now. All right, cool. Perfect. Next up is Over-Aid. Now, I've explained a lot to you, so we're going to move faster with Over-Aid since we don't really have to talk about everything again. You do all the steps again like you did before. Okay. That part's pretty simple. We're just going to disassemble everything once again. Okay. Everything gets disassembled. No disassemble number 9. All right. So, like before, we're going to attach the oh wait, we got to first move that head down. You can move it down any way whatsoever. Now we're going to go ahead and attach the top, the midsection of the robot to the thighs again, same exact way as before, and we're going to set that off to the side because things are going to get a little different now. Now we're going to go ahead and undo the feet like we did before. Undo both of the feet like you did before. Okay. Now we get to the different parts. So let's make sure we've lined these feet up. You got to make sure you've lined the feet up so that heel to heel. And you want to make sure the roads are facing down for this part because you need to line some stuff up. So first, what we're going to do is go ahead and line those road plates up on the left arm of your Over-Aid so they're flush and even. Okay. Now, take the arm that's the right arm of him that ends in that stud, and we want to maneuver it so that there's 2 studs sticking up. Okay. Now we're going to come here to this piece, and we're going to find there's 2 bits on these things that like hang out. And 2 little bits that you would think are ports, but they're not. I have no idea what they are, honestly. But I do know they get in the way. So you don't want those pieces sticking forwards because they're going to get in the way of... actually, maybe they won't. Let's see. We're going to make sure. I don't want to tell you to do something that's not true. And I think if we set that there, and then that piece... Yeah. There it goes. Okay, so there's this little piece sticking out directly. It's tiny, it's thin, it feels like it's a peg of some sort, and it is a peg of some sort. It's going to peg into the back of the wheel. So we're going to follow that process again. Find the port, okay, and on the underside of this foot, on the panel that doesn't have a tread or the leg stuff attached to it, the panel that's empty like a little bridge, you'll find that there is a port hole. So we're going to put the peg in the peg hole. Now I keep calling them ports and portholes, but it's a peg and a peg hole. And now you want to put it in there, okay? But you want to make sure that the tread is folded on its little axis, okay? Once you've plugged the peg into the peg hole on the underside of the road, you're then going to move that tread forwards, okay? And you're going to make sure you hold it steady because it's going to want to mess with you. But you got to plug it in, all right? It's got to get plugged. Come on now. Don't fight me on this. Why are you fighting me on this? You did it right on the other side. Do it right on this side. Come on now. Come on now. I believe in you. I believe in you that you can do this. Yes, there it goes. Okay. It is a little difficult to get that tread to plug into that spot. But once you do have that, this becomes so much more stable. So now we can set that down where the treads are down and the roadway is actually standing up. And we're going to take this piece here. The one that ends in the aircraft carrier little doohickeys, where an aircraft carrier usually has 1. This one's got 2 because it's big. And we're going to go ahead and take that arm, and we're going to attach both of those airlock spots to the airlock at the end of this runway. Okay, there it goes. Both of them snapped into place. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now we're going to take this bit that we assembled, and we're going to plug it into the back end of these feet. Okay, there's a port in each of the... Hey. All right, so there's a port in each of these feet. Just, hey. Do it right. Do it right. Come on. There it goes. All right, cool. Now this one's got to do it right. Nuts. That one didn't do it right. Hey, stupid thing. Come on. There it goes. No, come on. There you go. Yeah, that's cooking with gas. All right. Now we got it. We've got it lined up. Everything's done. Now we just need to put the aircraft control tower in place, and you can do this in a couple of different ways. You can just put one of them. You can actually make it really tall. We're going to make it a really tall aircraft control tower, and we're going to plug it into the side. Okay, So just right there on the side, and there's the aircraft control tower. It's really tall, that. Now, I like this mode because I personally think this mode works better with core class figures. So I've got a core class Starscream. What I put? Ah, here he is. And this core class Starscream can fit on this little runway very well. It's like a little house for him. It's perfectly sized for a core class Starscream, and I wanted to showcase that off. So tomorrow we're going to talk about the pros and cons of the airport mode and this vehicle transport mode, and discuss to you which I like the most and which I dislike the most. And yeah, but that's today's video on how to assemble these things into their two parts, the airport or the mobile transport vehicle airport thingamajig. Mobile command center? Yeah, mobile command center. We're just going to call it a crawler. I think a crawler's nice because it does the same job as a crawler. Wait. No, we'll save that for tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching today's video, and please tune in my channel, blind_prime. We're a non-profit agency that raises awareness for the blind through action figures and stories and stuff. So, enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.